Hey there, it's Adam back with part two of the video. There was meant to be a part two, but I totally forgot about some cool things in Action Arcade Wrestling that I wanted to mention, and I'll be as quick as I can about them. But basically, I love the spot system in there, where it tells you at the bottom what it wants you to do in that game. So if it wants you to do a hard grapple left and you earn points for it, you get rewarded for hitting certain spots in the game. Maybe it's a hit a top rope move, stuff like that. I think that really adds something to the game. It adds sort of a depth to it where you're trying to do this certain thing in a certain amount of time and you get extra points for that. I think that's so cool. I just thought I'd mention it. And the power-ups are really cool as well. I really like the power-up system. I would typically think I wouldn't like that in a wrestling game, and I wouldn't like that in a really serious wrestling game because it would be silly. But in this game, it just works. It's brilliant. And yeah, I just really like that. I just thought I'd mention that. Second thing I'd like to mention is the the graphics on the game are good. The sound's good. The lighting's good on the wrestlers, and the crowd, it all looks good. The main thing, I love the camera angles on this game, and I can't believe I forgot to mention it on my first video, but the camera angles on this game are fantastic. I just love the zoomed in camera angles. Like I said, there's so much about this game that I want to talk about that I'm forgetting about things, you know. But yeah, the camera angle is absolutely fantastic. Whoever did that, on the odd occasion you go outside the ring and it follows the computer guy and not you, and so that's something that needs to be fixed. But you know, camera angle's fantastic. And yeah, the other thing as well that I wanted to mention is the weapons on this game. I love the weapons. I said there was a Darth Vader creator wrestler. There's lightsabers on this game. There's axes. There's candy canes. There's flaming tables. You can put them through the flaming table, steel chairs, etc. And the other day yesterday I was playing, and I picked up a trash can. That's very American sounding, trash can. A bin. A bin, and I hit him with the bin also on the floor. And for a second, it felt like WCW, NWO, or you know, hitting him with the bin. The speed of the bin, the way the bin hit, I just loved it. Also, I'd love to see a stop sign like what was in the Revenge game. I used to do DDT him onto the stop sign Raven. That was always fun. Or through a table, through an announcer's table. That'd be cool if they could put an announcer's table in at some point. Just these little things, what just, you know, make you feel like you're playing something was good and solid. And that's the feeling I get from this game. Like I said, there's so many things that I wanted to mention in the other video and I completely forgot. And like I said, the late kick outs, the way they kick out, move animation, graphics, the way tag team moves are done. Tag team moves look cool. They can be a bit finicky when you try and go to your corner. Sometimes it throws them over the out. Again, things what might be me doing it wrong, or it might be able to be fixed. I'm not sure. But just so many things on this game that I love. Like Hulk Hogan's leg drop looks good. I'm not a Hulk Hogan fan by any means, but his leg drop looks sweet. Just, I don't know. I'd like to see just more moves added, really, I think. Maybe some more modes eventually, but it's not that important. I mean, there's a steel cage would be good, I guess. That would work. But yeah, we don't need no electric fences like in Battlegrounds or anything like that. I did buy that game, by the way, and I loved the attires on that game. They really nailed the look of the wrestlers in terms of the arcade style on that game. But yeah, the actual game, it's got a good engine, I believe. I think there's a good engine there. I just don't really want to be hitting somebody with something what's not too wrestling rated. I know there's a candy cane in this game, but you know, I like to keep it sort of, although it's arcade and power-ups and stuff, that's all good. I like to keep it wrestling grounded, though. I like to keep it like I'm playing a wrestling game. Unless I download, obviously, Darth Vader and I get a lightsaber out, and then that's different. And you can choose that stuff on here. You can choose what weapons at ringside. So, I mean, it gives you that choice, you know, which I like. And I like that you could make this game what you want this game to be. So if you want this game to be an ECW game, you could make it ECW game. If you wanted it to be an AEW game, you could make it AEW game. But you could have 300 AEW wrestlers or 299 and one AEW ring. Not that there's 299 AEW wrestlers, but they're probably as close. They seem to be employing loads of people. and you can literally make the game what you want it to be, which is what I love about this game. You can tell it's been made by a fan, and you know, like I said, I'm probably going to remember lots of other things that I wanted to mention. Um, I, there is one that I'd love. Like, I got like 5 different stings, and essentially they're the same sting. Well, 2 of them are. You've got crow sting and red crow wolfpack sting, and then you've got like 3 or 4 of the flat top sting. I'd like that to be able to be maybe the flat top sting, maybe be one character, and then you'd be able to do 4 attires on that. That would be sweet if that was an option in the future. I don't know whether that would slow down menus, you know, but yeah, that's just a suggestion. I'm sure I ain't creating anything new there. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. It was in No Mercy. Um, but yeah, I like the autofill. If you want to autofill from one federation, you can just autofill a Royal Rumble from WWE or WWF, the golden WWF years, which I love. Yeah, and just like I said, again, I just wanted to add that because the weapons hit good. There ain't no running weapon moves and you can't throw them. They're, again, things I'd love added. I always like the Shane McMahon bout shot on No Mercy where you could run with it and smack them with the bout. That was always good. Stuff like that. Having a bout you could hit them with, that would be cool. There is bouts on there, but you can't have them in the match, and they're okay. They're not where they'll be, I'm sure, eventually. But like I said, this game's fun. Again, sorry this video's long as it's added on, but like I said, so many little things that I'm finding in this game that I just go, that's how a wrestling game should be done. And I just think it's pretty much too sweet.